We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you.
What's up, KQ Kingdom? I'm with my King Kilo.
And I'm with my beautiful wife, Quan.
Hey. So, basically, this is part two to our love story. So, where we stopped at last time was when he proposed. So, now we're going to tell you guys all of what happened after he proposed and why we decided to start YouTube. And it's just all tea, okay? All of it. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Um, Basically, when he proposed, we just started to see the true colors of everyone. Like people that were close to us was just flip flops. Like they really just flip flops.
We ain't know like what the deal was with everybody. I mean, like
We knew we was abnormal because we was a young couple that was, trying to take that next step. And people don't really see that nowadays. So we knew we wasn't normal, but we didn't think it would cause all of this.
I mean, like in our eyes, love is love. Love don't have no age. So I mean, we didn't think we was doing nothing wrong. I mean, like people started to, like she said, flip flop because decided to, we started to start planning to get married and stuff like that. So I mean, people, it was like every day, people talking about maybe y'all should wait. I don't think y'all ready. People telling us stories like I remember when I got married young, it ain't work and all this and all that.
Like the people that we didn't even know, like it was people that we knew and that hurt, but it was people that we didn't know. Like I would go out to stores and they would see my ring and they would be like, I remember I almost did that. Worst mistake of my life. Like, really, that's the kind of advice you want to give me? Like, really?
Even people in my job, like, when I was like, I used to be talking and I used to address her as my fiance. Like, yeah, da 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 da, me and my fiance. They were like, you getting married? And I'm like, yeah, they used to ask me how old I was, and I tell them now. They were like, oh, you young. You sure you want to get married? And all this and all that. Maybe you should wait a couple of years because that's a handful and all this and all that. And I'm like, I think I know what I'm getting myself into.
Exactly. Like it's not like we just jumped into it just to do it. Like we prayed, and God gave us such a peace. Like it was crazy. And it's like we was peaceful, but everybody else was in chaos. Like it was just crazy. But people told lies, said that I was a thought, that I was trying to steal him away. Just saying it was just y'all was just off the wall stuff. People putting stuff on Facebook, people that's close to him basically trying to like diss him, saying that they don't know him. Someone actually came to me basically trying to make it seem like that he wasn't a good person. People thought that I was prego. Like it was just
because we was getting married.
Yes. It was crazy, which to me that didn't make sense because our wedding was a year after that. So it was like, dude, the baby would be here by then if I was. So it was just, yeah, it was crazy. It was every day. Every day. We didn't get a break. It was.
And we thought like when I proposed, we thought that like it was gonna be like what we see on TV. They planning to get married, they propose all this. They got a whole lot of people to support them and stuff that's being there for them. The people that's getting married, they really not having to do anything because they know that they got people that's willing to, do whatever needs to get done. But it was like everybody was like, oh, we ain't gonna be no part of that. We ain't helping out with this. Y'all too young, this and that. We basically had to mostly do everything by ourselves because it was so many people that was saying like y'all too young, y'all shouldn't get married and all this and all that.
And that's why I want to shout out my mom and dad because like even though they're 19-year-old daughter was engaged and people was talking, they still had our backs. They still supported us through thick and thin. Like they still helped us out. They was like the only people to help us out. Like every day type of stuff.
Yeah,
Like they were the only people. So I gotta shout them out because they were truly awesome. We even went to what pre-marriage counseling,
yeah,
and our pastor, he is the type that if he don't feel like your head is on right or you should take that step, he will tell you like, no, you shouldn't take that step. But he, he talked to us and he basically felt like we was mature and that our heads was on right and that we was doing it for all the right reasons. So yeah, it was kind of like, I don't know, it was just a lot. Like we was just like, dude, love is love. Like if you love somebody, you love them. It shouldn't matter if you 20 or 50. Like if you love someone, you love that person.
exactly. And I don't see what the problem is because back in the days, it was okay to get married young. Like you had to get married young. It was like no
Hmm.
choice at all. And I don't know where the switch up came, where you just had to be a certain age to get married.
Hmm.
But
Yeah. And I can remember one day after someone had said something really rude to me, we was sitting in the car and I was crying to him because I was the person that cared about what people thought. He didn't care. So I was crying to him and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like they just acting like we are foreign. Like we don't belong here. Like they just it was just crazy. Like I couldn't understand. I'm like all of this because we decided to take that next step. I'm like all of this. Like all of this backlash, all of this hate, all of this like it was just like people wouldn't even know. Like even the people that was there with us didn't even know what we went through and what everybody said because some stuff we just didn't tell. Like it was a lot. It was every day. We didn't go a day without hearing about seeing talking to someone and they bashing us. Like it was just crazy. But he encouraged me and what to
yeah, I told her like it was all right to, for people to say what they want to say, but it's up to us to, determine if that's true or not. I kept telling her, I'm like, okay, they saying this, they saying we too young to get married, they saying we shouldn't get married. Let's prove to them that we ready to get married. Let's prove to them that we mature enough to handle a marriage and stuff like that. And I'm like, you can listen to people all day, talk, they talk, but it's really up to you to determine if they talking the right type of stuff or not, like if it's true or false. So
he told me like God told me that you're gonna be my wife. Like that's what God told me. So I don't care what nobody say because I know what God told me.
and
So
I prayed for somebody like her. And it was like this was like years ago, before I think before I was even in high school. I don't even know why I was thinking about marriage and stuff. I prayed for somebody like her, and I'm so grateful that she came into my life. I mean, it's like she changed me around. She like endorsed things into me. Like she motivated me, she inspired me. Like if she wasn't in my life, I'm not sure where would I be right now. Cause when I feel like giving up on things, she'll always be like, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. And she always give me that extra push that I need to keep going. And I would just like to return the favor. I like she's so good to me. I want to be good to her. I want to be a good husband. I want to be able to support her. I want to be able to, be there when she down, be there when she's sad, being able to motivate her and stuff like that. Cause that's basically what a marriage is all about. You gotta be there for each other, support each other, struggle together. It's not all about, all the happy times in marriage. Of course, you're gonna have your downs. So You got to be able to be down for your spouse even when you at your lowest moment in your life. So you just can't take the easy way out. You got to struggle together. You got to go through some things together, and of course you're gonna have some good times you can look forward to. But marriage is a roller coaster,
Mhm.
so you just got to be ready for stuff like that. It's like when you decide to say I do, you basically saying that you agree to share your life with this person. It's not about you no more. It's about us as a couple. It's about us as one person. So, and till this day, I don't regret none of it. I don't regret proposing to her. I don't regret marrying her. I don't regret meeting her that first day. I don't regret none of it. Because since that day that I met her, it was like my whole life changed around. And that's the best thing that could ever happen to me is meeting her.
I'm getting emotional. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, after all that, after that, we just decided to do what was best for us, to do what was going to make us happy. So we started to plan and picking out our dress, well, my dress and his tux, and getting everything together. And this is when all the wedding issues started happening. I would say, when we first started, we had like 8 bridesmaids and 8 groomsmen. Yeah, that dwindled down very fast.
And
Um,
like we said before, people true colors started to show.
yeah,
We saw who was down for us and who wasn't down for us. Like who was gonna support us and who wasn't gonna support us.
yeah. Our first maid of honor and best man, um, they just didn't care. I would say they just didn't care. Either they cared about themselves. I don't like to say that people is jealous of me because who am I, But it did seem like some jealousy was going on. It was just a lot. People in their lives that you know felt some type of way. Like it was a lot. It was a lot, and it was crazy because the first best man and maid of honor was our best friends. So it was just like, we thought everything was gonna be
We thought if we could trust anybody, it could be them.
exactly. I thought like, if I need a right hand man or woman or whatever, like, it's gonna be her. Like she's gonna do her
Right.
job. She's gonna be there for me. If I need a shoulder to cry on, I can cry on hers. If I need some stress taken off, she's gonna take some off. Like I really thought like she was gonna be there for me, but she wasn't. She really wasn't. So, long story short about that, they ended up dropping out.
Well,
So,
my best man, he ain't even drop out. He just stopped communicating.
yeah, like he didn't even give us the, or like he didn't even give us the respect to like come like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
He just no text, no call, no nothing. So it was just real
Like it
crazy.
got to the point where it was like getting closer and closer to the wedding day. And I'm thinking like, okay, so we sat down and talked. I'm like,
The girls, they know every detail. So I'm telling him like, y'all need this, y'all need that, y'all need this. He haven't said nothing. Like something got to give.
yeah, it was getting closer and closer to the day. He still ain't had what he was supposed to wear. He still haven't started going out to look at what suits he gonna wear to try to, stand out from the rest of the dudes. Like it was like he ain't do nothing at all. He wasn't asking me questions about the wedding. I don't even think he knew when.
It was,
Yeah, no time, no nothing.
yeah, it was really crazy. So that brings us to our second best man and maid of honor. They was actually a couple. I thought it was gonna be different because with my first person, I was going to the girl in the couple and was telling her like, I can't believe that, she would do that. She's supposed to be my best friend. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. And she was basically like, see, that's why you should have made me, that's why you should have put me in that role because, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this. So, she was talking a good game. But when it really came down to it, the day after I told her that she was in that role, I didn't hear from her. I really didn't hear from her.
It was like that's all she wanted to hear. Cause like when, like she said, she had her first Matrix
Maid of Honor.
maid of honor. Yeah, she was talking about like I can do a whole lot better than she doing, and I can be there better than she being there for you and all this and all that. Seemed like when she was like, okay, I'm gonna give you the role, it was like she stopped communicating. The only time she communicated with her is when she wanted to find out some information. That
Not even that no more.
yeah,
Like, I literally didn't get a text, a call, or nothing. You know how you can wave on Facebook? I didn't get that. I didn't get nothing from her since then. Like, we literally had a month left until I walked down the aisle and my mom was like, okay, what's going on with her? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know. So my mom was like, okay, well, I need to call her and see what's going on. So my mom called. She was very dry with my mom, which I didn't like at all. So I just told my mom, like, you know what? I'm not going to kiss her butt because with that couple, that's what they lived for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they wanted. They wanted us to kiss their butt. They wanted our wedding to be like theirs. And we was like, no, it's gonna be like us. Like, we're different than y'all. So that's really why they felt some type of way. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna kiss her, but I'm not gonna do nothing. So we ended up putting, you okay? We ended up putting the third people in that role, and honestly, that was the best thing we could have did. We should have did that from the get go. We should have put them in the roles from the beginning because it was amazing. That girl was on it. She, oh my goodness, she was texting me every day. Like, what can I do? Like, y'all, it was. I'm mad. I waited until a month before to do it, but when I did it, it was awesome. It really was. I loved it. So yeah. Um. So after I did that, and we got done planning, we finally got married. Yeah. So honestly, it was the best day of my life.
man,
I don't regret anything.
I don't.
No matter what we went through, I don't regret none of it. I would
All
do it
that,
all over.
all that, going through the fakeness, all that going through the stress, all that going through depression, all of that stuff. I would go through it all just to get to that day. That day, it was like we was running a marathon, and we like on our wedding day, we had crossed the finish line, and we got our victory. Like it was
Yeah.
awesome, man. It was awesome.
It was really awesome.
Like,
Like,
and I was like,
I can't even put it in words how awesome it was. It was really awesome. Like, it
it
was
was,
great. It was just like,
and I was like super, super, super nervous.
yeah.
I got there late. Like the wedding did not start on time at
And then,
all. Like,
but who does though?
yeah,
Like, no.
but I'm like
No, I
dressing.
had to get cute.
Yeah,
So
but I went downstairs. I was dressing, trying to get my suit on and everything. I'm like, all right, all right, all right. Like I'm like my heart is like beating fast. I'm like, this is the day. Like it seemed like we that day was so far ahead that I wasn't really thinking about it, but it was like the day came and it like hit me like, dang, like today is the day.
Today I'm getting married.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it was spectacular.
and
I love it. And it was so beautiful.
it
Another
was.
shout out to my mom, especially. She made sure it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. It really was. And like I said, I don't regret nothing. I would do it all over. I wouldn't skip a beat. As long as I'm doing it with him, I'm fine. Cause honestly, y'all, he was like my rock through it all. Like every time I felt weak, every time I wanted to cry, every time I was hurt, like I went to him and it was like he was my rock through it all. Like I can go and I could cry on his shoulder and he like, it's okay. Like just know you gonna be my wife. Like just know we gonna be happy. And I was just like, like I was just like, yeah, you're right. You're right. And it was just, I don't know. Like I can't put it in words. It was just, I'm grateful to have someone like him because through the hard times, it's like he show up. He really do. And it's just like, the times when I was down, he was up, he picked me up. The times where I was up and he was down, I picked him up. And it was just like, I wouldn't want to do it with nobody else. I really wouldn't. So basically we said, whew, I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry, y'all. Basically we said all of that to say, basically that's why we decided to do YouTube. That's why we decided to start this YouTube. We're not on here trying to tell people like, oh, so what, you're young, like go get married. No, we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to encourage like, oh, you think you in love? Go ahead. No, we're not trying to do that. We're trying to tell everyone, no matter if you're 20, no matter if you're 30, no matter if you're 40, 50, 60, it does not matter. Do what's gonna make you happy. That's what we had to learn. Do
And
what's
I know
gonna,
I was happy on our wedding day.
yes,
I literally cried in front of everybody while I was saying my vows. Like I was not expecting that. Like I got to the point where I was looking like we was looking at each other like face to face, holding hands, saying our vows face to face, and it was like I couldn't believe it. Like it was a dream come true. Like I was marrying my best friend, and I cried like a baby.
yeah,
Like that was the best day. Like that day made me happy. Like that was the most beautiful, touching day that I could ever get. And I'm
yeah,
happy that I got to share with my best friend.
yeah. So our word for everyone is just do what's gonna make you happy. Don't think about nobody else around you. Do what's gonna make you happy because if you don't,
You gonna
you're gonna
be
look around and everybody else is gonna be
yeah,
happy, but you're not. And nothing is worth your happiness. Do what's gonna make you happy. You deserve it. You really do. So yeah, that was our love story part two. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Like we said in part one, we did this because we reached 100 subscribers. As we reach more, we're gonna do bigger things. So yeah, make sure you guys like this video, comment, subscribe, share it so that other people can subscribe and we can do more. Once we get larger, we're gonna do giveaways. Like
yeah,
it's gonna benefit you guys because we wouldn't be here without you. We really
exactly.
wouldn't. So yeah, we love you guys. This has been our love story. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And
We just want to say thank you all again for supporting us and everything, for helping us getting our channel started. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. So make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Um, yeah, anything else y'all want to see us do, any special requests, let us know, drop comments, and we'll be looking out for them and stuff like that. So we catch y'all later.
bye.
We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing